A legal opioid readily available across America has sparked public warnings and increased state oversight. Yet, the drug is still legally sold in stores throughout the Palmetto State. And people from every walk of life are taking Kratom, or its active component, 7-0, with some of them becoming quickly addicted.
We just don't know what is in the Kratom that we're buying on the shelves.
Honestly, I was scared to death. I thought I was going to die.
Live 5's investigative reporter Emily Johnson digs into this dangerously addictive and legal drug and why South Carolina's government is still allowing it to be sold.
Just like millions of Americans, Johns Island local Adrian Wilson suffered from COVID in 2023. Struggling with his symptoms, Wilson turned to an herbal remedy for his sore throat.
And within 2 minutes, throat was not sore no more. The anxiety went down. It totally helped me.
But soon after picking up Kratom from a local vape shop, Wilson says he quickly became addicted, turning to a stronger version of Kratom known as 7-0H, sometimes taking 8 doses a day.
So I had to take a higher doses. And when I did that, that's when things just got completely dark for me. I got where I just couldn't hardly get off the couch. I couldn't go to work. I was scared to death.
What was kind of going through your head in those moments?
Fear, a lot of fear, embarrassment. My anxiety was way out the roof again. I didn't want people to know. I didn't want family to find out. But it got to the point where this is my life. If I don't do something, I'm going to die.
Kratom is commonly referred to as an herbal substance that produces opioid and stimulant-like effects, according to the National Institute of Drug Abuse. And another form of Kratom, also known as 7-0H, is highly concentrated and synthetically enhanced, making it much stronger than Kratom itself. So strong that the FDA says it's like an opioid.
It was being pushed as a safe alternative to heroin. When people were trying to quit opiates, they said this is a safe thing, where you're taking the most active ingredients of Kratom and concentrating that tenfold, marketing it as a completely different substance.
Kratom comes in many forms, as a pill, liquid, powder, edible, or tea. But the FDA has not formally approved the substance in any form, even saying it has warned consumers not to use Kratom because of the risk of liver toxicity, seizures, and risks of substance use disorder.
These things are not regulated. So as long as something is not regulated, we really don't know what else is in it.
After taking Kratom and 7-0H for almost 2 years, Wilson says he became so addicted that he eventually checked himself into rehab.
But it was just a terrible road to go down. And I don't want anybody to go through that. I wouldn't want my worst enemy to go through that. And that's how bad this stuff is. And if, they don't get it off the market, there's going to be an epidemic.
We interviewed advocates for both Kratom and 7-0H, Mac Haddo with the American Kratom Association, and National Policy Director for the Holistic Alternative, Jeff Smith. The two organizations pointed fingers at each other, blaming one form of the substance over the other for its controversy and concerns.
This issue about Kratom being an opioid, it is not. You can buy 7-0H products. They're clearly opioids by definition of the FDA. So we need to clear out that space of the 7-0H products, and natural Kratom leaf products used responsibly are perfectly safe for people to use.
Traditional Kratom manufacturers are trying to pretend and trying to invent this public health crisis that really just doesn't exist. You don't see people, flooding hospitals with 7-0H, in their system.
Kratom is completely banned in 7 states, but not here in the Palmetto State. Governor Henry McMaster signed South Carolina's Kratom Consumer Protection Act into law this May. The law only allows Kratom to be sold to consumers 21 and up, mandates labeling and transparency, bans synthetic products, and requires Kratom to be kept behind the counter. The Protection Act regulates Kratom as a whole, but does not ban it completely.
Do you think that it's something that the state of South Carolina 100% needs to ban?
100%. They don't know about it. I mean, we're a conservative state. When we don't have, marijuana's not legal, how can they let this stuff be legal? And that just blows my mind.
Getting your hands on a Kratom or 7-0H isn't that hard. We walked into multiple vape stores and gas stations across the Lowcountry, seeing the products advertised everywhere and easily in customers' reach.
We just don't know what is in the Kratom that we're buying on the shelves. A lot of the things that you find in a vape store are in a big tub with like a masking tape label on it. It's made in somebody's garage.
There have also been dozens of wrongful death lawsuits across the country related to Kratom.
And when you hear reports of deaths or serious adverse events, you can trace it right back to 7-OH.
No time, not once in United States history, has 7-OH caused a death in isolation.
Despite the difference in opinions, people like Wilson, who have suffered the harsh realities of becoming addicted to Kratom, say it's something that will never go away.
Not that I would ever go back to Kratom, but I'm not gonna lie, it's always in the back of your head. It will be for the rest of my life.
If you or a loved one are suffering from addiction, contact a local facility or the National Substance Abuse Hotline at 866-210-1303. For Live 5 Investigates, I'm Emily Johnson.